This weekend's game is going to be absolutely ridiculous. Chelsea coming off the back of a 3-0 win against Barcelona. And how do Arsenal respond? They go out there and beat the best attacking team in Europe, who have scored 65 goals. They beat them 3-1. And let's be honest, if Mikel Merino had his shooting boots on, it would have been 6 or 7-1 against the number one attacking team in Europe. Bearing in mind, Arsenal started this game without a striker. Kai Havertz and Victor Gyökeres both injured. Their number one centre-back, Gabriel, out injured. Calafiori started this game on the bench. Like the quality that this Arsenal team possess right now in both the 11 and their depth, Declan Rice is arguably the best central midfielder in Europe right now. Martin Odegaard back from injury as well. Everything seems to be going right for this Arsenal team. And I'm going to be honest, as of right now, I said this on yesterday's video, they're my pick to win the Premier League and the Champions League. And imagine if Mikel Arteta does a historic double. Imagine that. They're favourites for every single competition they're in. Let's be honest, doing the quadruple in any year is near on impossible. I'm not saying Arsenal are going to win the quadruple, but they have got a good chance because every competition they're going into, they're the favourites. Every game they're playing, they look like they have got goals galore. The narrative that this Arsenal team only score from set pieces, and the last 7 goals they've scored, only one of those has come from a set piece. Yesterday, the substitutions from Mikel Arteta, he deserves huge praise. Mikel Arteta brought on Gabriel Martinelli, who scored, brought on Noni Madueke, who scored, brought on Ricardo Calafiori, who got an assist. Like, everything that he's doing right now deserves huge, huge praise. We're going to break down Arsenal's win in a bit more detail, talk about the Premier League title race, because this weekend has the potential for the race to be over. And that sounds absolutely astronomically stupid at this point of the year, considering it's only November. But they could be 9 points clear of Chelsea. They could be 7 points clear of Manchester City. And they could, if Liverpool don't get the right result, go 14 points clear. Liverpool lost 4-1 at home last night against PSV. That same PSV side that Arsenal battered last year, home and away in the Champions League. Make sure you go down, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Some videos are hitting 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I think yesterday's video nearly hit 5,000 likes, which is absolutely obscene. It really, really is. The road to 100K is well and truly on. If you haven't already and you do enjoy the content, we're less than 500 subscribers away from 85,000, which honestly, it's absolutely obscene to do what this button says here. Right, go down, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Now, Arsenal are without doubt clear favourites for the Premier League title. This weekend's game for me has the most riding on it of any game that's been played so far this season. When Arsenal played Manchester City, it was very early on in the season. When they played Liverpool, it was still quite early. At this point in time, Arsenal have played 12 games in the Premier League, 5 games in the Champions League, and 2 games in the League Cup, which would make it 19, which is basically half a Premier League season. And at this moment in time, they've scored 24 goals in the league, which is the joint highest scoring of any team, considering they only score from set pieces, and they've only conceded 6, which is obscene as well. 18 goal difference. But then when you look at their form in the Champions League as well, they've carried that over. They've scored 14 in the Champions League and only conceded 1, which is 38 goals scored, 7 conceded in 17 games in the Premier League and the Champions League. And bearing in mind, they've played Atletico Madrid and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. They've played Liverpool, Newcastle, Spurs, and Manchester United and Manchester City. The only one of the big 6 they have not played yet is Chelsea. And when you look at their form in the League Cup as well, it is just at this point, it's obscene. Like, let's just call it for what it is. 2 goals scored against Brighton, 2 goals scored against Port Vale, which makes it something like 40 goals scored, something like 7 conceded, which If you said this about Manchester City in recent years, they'd tell you they're going to win the Premier League, they're going to win the Champions League. And when you look at the fixtures they've got coming up with Chelsea, Brentford, Aston Villa, like these games that they've got coming up, I'll be honest, that game on Sunday, I don't know who wins because Chelsea dismantled Barcelona, put in a really professional performance against Burnley. But other than that, Brentford at home, Aston Villa away, which won't be an easy game, but I believe they win. If they beat Club Brugge, they're pretty much guaranteed to qualify through the next round of the Champions League. And then they play Wolves and Everton away. That running of games between now and the 20th of December, other than the Chelsea game, I think they win the other 5 games. And when you look at who they've got in the next round of the League Cup, they've got Crystal Palace, who, again, they've already beaten this season at home. But when you put this into perspective, that they are missing Gyökeres, they are missing Havertz, they are missing Gabriel Jesus, they are missing Gabriel, key players missing. And look at the quality they've got on their bench. Ethan Nwaneri wasn't even involved. Piero Hincapié was not even involved. The 3 players that they brought on, Martinelli, Ricardo Calafiori, and Noni Madueke, all 3 of those players got a goal contribution. Like, Eberechi Eze right now is playing like one of the best attacking midfielders in the Premier League. Declan Rice is arguably the best central midfielder in Europe. Timber is arguably the best right back in Europe. And they're doing that meanwhile, Mosquera and Hincapié have rotated both against Spurs and against Bayern Munich. And look at the quality of opposition. Like, Cole looks an unbelievable talent. Elise, one of the best attacking midfielders in Europe. Harry Kane, arguably the best striker in Europe. This Bayern Munich side, if you look at their recent form, this is the same Bayern Munich side that scored 3 goals against Chelsea. Look at their results. 4-1 against Hoffenheim, 4-0 against Werder Bremen, 5-1 against Pavos, 2-1 against Dortmund, 4-0 against Club Brugge, 2-1 against the reigning European champions. And then Arsenal go out there and absolutely dismantle them. Look, before that, look at their results. 4-0 against us in pre-season, 6-0 against Leipzig, 3-1 against Chelsea, 5-0 against Hamburg. And when you look at the match stats after yesterday's result, they absolutely battered them. Like, that is their first defeat all season. And they come away with 3.11 XG Arsenal, 13 shots, 8 on target, 7 big chances created. And they reduced that Bayern Munich side to just 1 big chance. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Arteta and Arsenal deserve all the praise they are getting. They are the best team in Europe right now. They are the best team in the Champions League and the Premier League. They are the team to beat. And this game against Chelsea at the weekend has all the potential to be an all-timer. I believe that this is the predicted lineup from FootMob. I do believe Calafiori will be starting at left back, and I think Mosquera will come back in. But other than that, I mean, look at the players on display here. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, Reece James, Estavo, Cucurella, Eze. Like, it is just stacked with quality, isn't it? It really, really is. The fact that Eze is Arsenal's top goal scorer now as well. What a signing he's been. Arguably signing of the summer transfer window. When you look at how that win potentially could change the Premier League title race, they would go 9 points clear of Chelsea. You'd expect City to beat Leeds, so they'd still stay 7 points clear of them. And then they would also go, I don't think Liverpool will beat West Ham. I don't think Liverpool are even in the title race. It's the worst defense of a Premier League title we have seen since Leicester. So, yeah, I'm at the point right now where I've just conceived that Arsenal are going to go out there and win the Premier League title. There is no if, buts, or maybes. Anything you want to say, it is happening. People need to just get used to it. The amount of goals they've conceded is the closest to that is Crystal Palace on 9. And they've scored, 8 more goals than Crystal Palace. They've played 12, won 9, drawn 2, lost 1. Won 5 in the Champions League, won 2 in the League Cup, played 19, lost 1. Like the levels that they're putting in the Champions League is absolutely extraordinary. When you look at, they've only conceded 1 goal in the Champions League, which genuinely deserves the utmost of praise. It really, really does. But if they go out there this weekend and beat Chelsea, they're unstoppable right now. The form they're in after that draw against Sunderland, everyone was losing their minds, etc., etc. But I just look at them and go, do you know what? Like, they are just like, it's just happening, isn't it? Let's be honest, it is happening. Make sure you go down, drop a like, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, get over to the second channel and subscribe to that as well. We just hit 5K on there, which is just absolutely obscene. It really, really is. But I will be back later with more content. I will see you all in the next one. Like I said, get over to the second channel. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Arsenal will win the Champions League? Do you think they will win the Premier League? Because right now, they are favourites in both competitions. And I'll see you next time. I'm out.